delays and removals aren't rejection, but redirection and protection. Sometimes in our lives, life delays you because what you thought you wanted isn't in line with who you're becoming. There's a lot of times that we go through this life and we're just always thinking, oh my God, everything's conspiring against me. But actually, how many times out of our lives do we believe that life is conspiring for you and protecting you from a new life lesson or something else you need to heal from? Maybe even a lesson that you may not be strong enough to participate in just yet. We have all this negativity of the world is against me, but it's like, no. There's lessons that are given to you at the right time because you're now ready to align to combat that lesson, to understand what it takes for you to get to the next level of your abundance, or the curses that you have ensued or dealt with in your life, or the changes that are happening at a constant level that's supposed to position you and to get you ready for what you're meant to do, famously, infamously, or whatever you're meant to do in this yin and yang in the system that we are currently in. So here's a little bit more lessons here about what we are experiencing based around certain aspects of what you're meant to have or what you're not meant to have. Sometimes those delayed destinations, it's life's way of protecting you. Sometimes you're not late. You're right on time for the lessons instead of the location. So when you're late to work and it was all these things that were just like, oh man, your car's fucked up, or oh my God, you ran out of gas or something. Maybe you weren't paying attention, but maybe that was meant for you to do because it was something that was about to ensue. It was about to change. Something was, maybe a truck would have came in the wrong time, and it's just like, you never know what source has in store for you. So delay is a shield keeping you out of the wrong rooms, the wrong relationships, and the wrong energies. That's perspective. What feels like being stuck is actually you being placed on a divine pause until the timing, people, and a version of you align. And this is, nothing more than a reassurance. We are exactly right where we need to be. So another aspect of that is not yours to carry. There's a lot of us that are holding on to things from past relationships or money that has bad energy to it, and everything has a karmic level on this plane. So people and opportunities that keep slipping away aren't punishment, they're weight checks. Because sometimes you're not meant to hold on to those ropes that are just constantly, you're like, oh, it feels good to hold on to this rope, but you can tell that your hand is bleeding and scarring and tearing itself to shreds. If you had forced that relationship, that job, that connection, you'll be dragging baggage that's not meant for your path. And guess what? You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. It does not come with you. And sometimes you be trying to go through a gate or a portal that's meant to change your life. You're like, oh man, I've been praying for this money, this job, this people, but you don't want to let go of those people. You don't want to let go of that environment. You don't want to put down that weed, that alcohol, because that is your comfort zone, but you're not supposed to hold on to it because the next level is here. So delays are often life's return to sender, labels for what was never really yours. Because guess what? The only thing that leaves this planet when you die is your soul. So none of this, you can't even take your body with you. So knowing how to detach from it is going to be important for your alignment, and to know when the universe is telling you to move forward. You have to let something go so more things, you have more room in your life to receive. When life deletes your contacts for you. Now, I've been experiencing this heavy because it's like, you got to think about it. I was in isolation for about 4 years. And all those people in my life just went, even the people that I trusted and loved, and I loved to talk to every day, I had to get rid of them because, well, I didn't actually have to do anything. The universe did that for me. But it was like, they weren't going to be aligned. They were going to be holding me back, and I was going to hold them back from an aspect of where they needed to grow. So there's times where people are going to go. So ever notice how someone just fades or situations keep falling through? That's life ghosting on your behalf. It's another test in the cycle. Not everyone is meant to walk your timeline. And it's hard because there's times where you're going to feel alone, but that alone is what you need to grow. If they're gone, the lesson is done. The chapter is closed. Forcing them back only rewinds your growth. When I used to go to church, there was this thing that we used to say at the church was like, when you go to the altar, leave it there. Don't pick that garbage back up. Because when you pick it back up, guess what it does? It puts you back in that cycle when you were supposed to be moving forward and enjoying the next process of your life. But you went to go repick, hey, shit. I don't know, that girl was giving me the best head of my life. Shit, I'm about to go pick that back up. The fuck? It's like, no, bro, let it go. Trust me, it will do you wonders. But it takes time to know the power and the willpower that you have for that. The blessings of redirection. And this is all about perspective here in your mind. Every no, every delay, every closed door is just a recalculation of your GPS. So when you're delayed somewhere, you be like, okay, what can I do in the situation versus, oh, well, fuck that shit. It's blocked off, but I'm just going to bully through. Yeah, that probably won't suffice for you, and you probably go through a blockage and fly off a bridge. You don't want that in your life, right? You're not denied, you're being rerouted. And if we take that in the context of like a whole bunch of other things, it's like, how many times in our lives do we need to be rerouted? And not rooted in terms of like, routed. Rooted, routed, whatever. But being rerouted, sometimes the soil is killing us. We have to dig ourselves up and replant. Sometimes the pit stop is the lesson and the destination isn't the place. It's who you become on the way, because the destination is not the goal. The goal is to go on the quest towards the goal. That's the real reward of life. Now, the last one is kind of hard because I struggle with it, especially when it came to like relationships, but the right person, the wrong time, or just the wrong person. Because I always thought in my head, like my past relationship that I had, I was like, the version that I am today, I would have been such a better man for the relationship that I was in. But if I'm thinking that, oh man, like maybe I need to go return back and go find this person and see if I can make it work now because I'm a different version of myself now, it was because the alignment was not there for you. It wasn't aligned for me. I had to make a shift to get away from the situation so then I can become the best version of myself. And returning to that place would not do you wonders. It's like when you grow up and you're going to, change your life, and you come from the hood or from where friends who just aren't doing anything with their lives, and they are, still doing the same shit, but you return. You think they're gonna be open arms with you? Oh my god, like that's so fucking fire! No, they're gonna be like, hey, bro, you wanna be a fucking loser with us again? No, they don't want the change. They don't want to feel that. They just want to continuously keep you in that thought process that they have in their mind, but they don't see the changes that you've made. So sometimes your day ones aren't your day twos. Big life lesson there. So some delays aren't about traffic, but about teaching you to let go of what looks right but feels heavy. And it's like, the way that you truly dominate in this life is you use the tools that come easy to you, and you go hard at those tools. Life delays you from people who distract you, drain you, or detour you from your real purpose. And trust me, I'm dealing with it even till today. Is the stuff that I do and all the labels that I get from family and friends and loved ones from my past. I'm getting so much hatred. And I'm having to, even right now, making this video has been hard for me because there's always this thing of what are you doing, or why are you doing this, or why do you think it's so important to help the world, and blah 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 blah. But it's like those people are draining me. I love my father to death, and I was supposed to come see him today. I said, fuck that shit. I am not seeing that man. He's just gonna drain the fuck out of me. I don't need that right now. What I need is to put my creativity into the world. So detour yourself away from those people who rob you of your dreams, because they will keep you stuck because they're stuck. Timing isn't just about readiness. It's about alignment. Aligning yourself. That's the key that we're missing a lot in our lives. Is alignment isn't just about this, spiritual woohoo. There's something that's constantly drawing at you, always, just constantly trying to reposition you just for you to actually win those challenges in your life. But the more that you just keep on trying to spin your wheels and go back, and the biggest one for me was like trying to play video games. Because when I play video games, I wanted to smoke. And then when I wanted to smoke, I wanted to have sex or freaking masturbate. And then all of a sudden, I want to sit on my ass because I'm less motivated. And then all of a sudden, I'm beating myself up because I know I'm supposed to be doing something purposeful in life. And then the cycle just continues. Why realign yourself with doing things that make you feel good, or it brings you back? Because sometimes bringing you back isn't moving you forward, because the past does not exist anymore. The future is an idea, but the present is here, and everything you do in your present molds and manipulates the version of you that you're going to become in the idea. And the past is a thing of the things that accumulated you in the present. So to constantly break those cycles, you have to stay present. Presence is the key. And the more present you are, the more life in alignment that you have. Stay present, stay aligned, and remember, you're not late. You're right on time. You're right on time. You're right on time. Even when you get fired, even when you break up, even when you lose your house, your car, your lifestyle, everything, you are right on time. You're meant to lose that so that you can learn the life lesson. But if you see it as a negative, you're going to constantly get negatives. We need to stay on course. That will give you everything that you need. It's happening for you, not to you. Namaste, y'all.